What is the purpose of employee onboarding? You might think that onboarding is paperwork, but it's actually your secret weapon. There is a deeper reason behind successful onboarding, and it's not what you expect. And I'm going to tell you exactly what it is, so watch this video. Later in this video, I'm going to show you how correct onboarding saved one company from complete chaos. By the end of this video, you will know how onboarding sets the tone for long-term success and how to use it to align new hires with your culture and expectations. Onboarding is not only about filling out paperwork. Sometimes I go into companies and ask them, do you have an onboarding process? And I get, yes, we do. Okay, show it to me. Oh, well, we have them fill this form, that form, this form, give them the password, show them where their desk is, and go on. Well, that is not onboarding. That is one small step of onboarding. And if you're asking why onboarding is so important to employee success, well, that's the first impression. If you do not onboard them correctly, you are reducing your chances of retaining that employee. In order for the employee to be successful, they have to be integrated into the culture and into the workflows. And in order to do that, you have to build a very successful, thoughtful, and effective onboarding process. The process should include how to integrate them into the culture, how to get them up to speed about your culture. And I have several videos about that, so make sure to subscribe to my channel below so you can watch those videos. But I'm going to add a little bit to it. So in order to integrate somebody into the culture, they need to understand the culture. So the new team member needs to be given all the information about your vision, mission, core values, your management style, what is expected, what is your strategy, where are you going, what are your goals, what is the ambition of the company. Do you have a goal where you're going to 10x the company in 5 years, 2 years? Are you going to acquire more companies? Are you going to expand to new territories? Paint the entire picture so the new team member feels that it is also their mission, their vision. That's why they join the team, and going in that direction, help them align with it and move in that direction. That is effective onboarding. They also have to be part of the workflow. Where do they fit into the workflow? What is expected from them? How does their own position, that they might understand because they read a job description for their position, how does it fit in as part of the entire organization? What impact their position has on the entire goal and the entire organization? If you explain that as part of the onboarding, then you are creating the future and you are increasing the chances of retaining that employee and increasing their satisfaction. What is the outcome of a successful onboarding process? The outcome is productive team members that know what is expected from them, are able to produce what they're supposed to be producing, and feel part of the team. That is the correlation between correct onboarding and good culture. That is how you maintain your culture, because you are telling the new person that comes in, this is the culture. This is what we are expecting from you. Come and be part of this team and participate. So remember, a good onboarding process creates an engaged team member from day one. Using the correct onboarding tools will save you from having team members that do not align with your culture, because they will see right away that this is not from them. I had a client that we were working with, and we created this onboarding process, and he brought in a team member that they thought will be very good for them. They got him through the onboarding process, and that team member said, this is not the culture that I want to be part of, which was okay. But we would have not found it out until much later if we did not have a good onboarding process. So you're doing whatever you can throughout the hiring process to find the right employees, but when you actually lay it all out and the team member sees what is expected from them, they either stay or they don't. And either way is fine. It's better to find early than later. But of course, many more stayed and are still part of the team, and the team is growing and successful and is doing well because they are tight and they are all aligned around the culture of the company. Invest your time in creating the right onboarding process to ensure success for both you and the employees. Once you understand the purpose of good procedures, the next step is implementation. Subscribe to my channel and watch the next video that will show you how to implement your processes and procedures for success. I'm Adi, a process consultant. Thank you for watching.